Proposal that the government discontinues paying exam fees for students in private schools has been met with resistance by a section of stakeholders. The Secondary Schools Heads Association, the Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, as well as a Private Schools Association have all termed the proposal as discriminatory and not well thought out. The suggestion was made by the National Assembly's Public Investments Committee, which argued that it would save the National Examinations Council's financial woes. Shadrach Miti with the details.
So the certificates were released. However,
it all began on March 22nd when the Kenya National Examinations Council Chief Executive Officer David Njengere appeared before the National Assembly's Public Investment Committee on Education and Governance, and the MPs demanded to know why NEC had delayed to pay examiners and the officers who participated in the administration and marking of the 2022 national exams.
People are not actually happy with the Kenya National Examination Council. They offer services, but there's no payment on time.
As soon as we get supplementary budget from Treasury, we are going to pay them. So it's not like NEC is sitting somewhere with their money and is refusing to pay them. We don't have the money.
To address the challenge of financial struggles at the NEC, the committee chair Jack Wamboka talked of the plan by Parliament to have the government discontinue paying exam fees for children in private schools.
There is no way why we should make you now suffer financially, because we are paying exam fees for children in private schools. That we are going to recommend to Parliament that we look into it.
That would be a very wrong move, because one, we must appreciate the fact that private investors are coming in to support government in the provision of education in Kenya.
This money, where was it coming from? Was it only from private schools? I think the answer is no. The government has been financing NEC like every other department. I'm not saying this because I think the government have unlimited funds, but there must be ways of doing certain things.
In this country, those people who choose to take their children to public secondary schools, as much as they are able to pay, they are also the taxpayers in this country. We don't have private candidates. We have Kenya citizens.
While justifying the move, the Public Investment Committee on Governance and Education in the National Assembly argued that it did not make sense that the government pays exam fee for children whose parents spend thousands of shillings in private schools.
The fees for private schools is so high. So, which means if they can afford that fees, they can afford to pay exam fees.
Until and unless it is proved that the government is really suffering, I find it very unreasonable.
When we look at numbers of candidates that are registered in our private schools, vis-a-vis those registered in public schools, the number in private school is very small, such that even if government stopped paying examination fees for those in private, whatever they are going to save there will be very minimal.
There is a near unanimity among sector players that the solution lies elsewhere and not necessarily denying private school learners exam fee subsidy.
They can look for alternatives, because I don't know, NEC is just NEC. But make it a department in the ministry. Why must it be standalone?
Shadrach Miti, KTN News.
Staying with education matters, the government